welcome to Briggs & Stratton Raceway Park, also known as Badger. This is our small animal sportsman class for the 206 Cup here at Badger. This is day 2, Sunday. We have Jason Pribble and Nick Sobiak. Sobiak winning all of the races yesterday. And we will undergo green in a second here. Leave it to God, idiot. And here we go. They take the green. And there you go, Nick Sobiak. And there you go, Sobiak gets that early lead coming off of turn 1. Pribble staying right behind him though. Not yet giving up, going on the outside here. And there we go, right behind Sobiak as he heads into the boot. Heading out of it, Sobiak still in the lead, gaining a little bit of a gap. Boot, I don't think, is one of Jason Pribble's strong spots, as the gap not big yet, but not small. 59 of Jason Pribble losing some ground on Sobiak as he heads into the hairpin. Not much to say really, only a 2-person class, one of the smaller classes in the league, or not league, but cup, I guess, 206 Cup. Sobiak, very talented driver. As he won, like I said, every race yesterday, and he was the Animal Sportsman Champion 2 years before this, if I am correct. Last year beaten by Brendan Ostrowski. Sobiak getting that good margin between him and Pribble. There we go, out of no man's land. The gap really hasn't gotten any bigger, not smaller either, as lap 3 completed. Wow, Pribble got a little loose there. Sobiak just kept adding on to that comfortable gap. I'm pretty sure Sobiak is pretty confident right now after, like I said earlier, winning those races. But Jason hasn't given up. You can see it in how he's driving since the start even, with him just taking off like that in a drag race between him and Nick. There we go. So, I think one of them got a little loose. You can hear it from here. I didn't really see it, but you can, the gap itself getting a bit bigger as Sobiak expands his lead.
Again, another thank you to the sponsors.
And there we go, Sobiak leading yet another lap. So Nick Sobiak just gaining on that lead. He's now a full turn ahead of Jason Pribble. As you can see, Pribble not giving up. He is determined, trying to catch up here. I just think that Nick is getting faster. Here we go, heading out of the kink. Sobiak about to leave another lap. There we go, Sobiak still leading. Not really much of a competition here. Sobiak just better than Pribble, especially in the infield here. You can see this is really where he gets away from him and starts saying something. I'm out of things to say.
Well, Nick has a big lead.
I already said that. I should have been showing the camera. This is the last lap. Sobiak looks like the winner here, unless something else happens, but I don't think that will happen. Here we go, Sobiak heading into the final stretch, the clear winner now. And he takes the checker. And there we go. That is it for Heat 1 of the Animal Sportsman. Also known as Badger, this is the 206 Sportsman. Once again, the two-man class. This is the second heat. So you can see Nick Sobiak and Jason Pribble. Nice last name there, fun to say. Anyway, here we go, the green flag for Nick Sobiak, who speeds ahead of Jason Pribble. Heading into turn 1, Nick Sobiak has that nice early lead. Jason Pribble, although he started out behind him and got that kind of slow start, not sure if you could see that there, determined to catch back up to him, and he is right on his back bumper there. Nick Sobiak winning the past 4 races, if you included yesterday, but Jason not going to let that discourage him. That's the word right there.
Right here.
And here you go, Nick Sobiak leads the first lap. Sobiak and Jason Pribble.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, not a problem.
Sobiak and Jason Pribble, the only two in this class. Nice small class there. Although small, you can see that these two both want to win. They'll both do anything to win, practically. And here we go, Nick Sobiak leading yet another lap. Here we go, Sobiak ahead of Pribble. Getting a small gap between him and Jason. Pribble trying to shorten that gap between them. However, that is hard. Nick Sobiak, a driver of high caliber. I've run out of things to say.
Perfect Junior, Nick Sierra, Dalton, Homo, Tyler, Bruce, Justin, Randy, Brian, and Jack Mullen. Can I see the cockpit? Animal Juniors and Seniors.
And here we go, Sobiak leading yet another lap. Sobiak so far dominating this drag race. There they go, Sobiak and Jason Pribble. Not much happening so far because it is just a two-man class, as I have stated before. Sobiak gets a nice release there, not release, exit there. sit right here. Okay. Sobiak leads another lap. So far, dominating this race. Sobiak's still leading as he leaves the boot. There they go, Sobiak leading yet another lap. So many laps dominating.
Animals, juniors, and seniors, can I get to the east side hot grid, please? Animals, juniors, and seniors, to the east side hot grid, please. Well, give us your leader, Nick. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're in close by number 59. See some dribble.
Sobiak still dominating this race. They got a bit loose there, fighting the track that's extremely tight. And there they go, heading into no man's land.
White flag is out on our leader.
And Sobiak takes the one lap to go. Sorry, camera problems. Sorry, still camera problems. There they go, Sobiak exiting no man's land. It looks like this race is his. Out of the kink, he gets the checkered flag. The race goes to Sobiak, followed by his only other competitor, Jason Pribble. Thank you for watching. That was the second heat. Also known as Badger. This is Animal Sportsman, the final feature. And here we go. Nick Sobiak winning every race today and tomorrow. Sobiak with that early lead right there. Pribble right on his back bumper. I've run out of things to say, so it's hungry. Yeah, you know you
I have nothing to say.
Nope, say more.
Nick is gonna win.
Say what? Chain to the floor. I mean, here they go. Nick Sobiak leading the first lap. No surprise there. Do you not like it? And I come to
This is all rigged, just so you know.
What? How is it rigged? How's it rigged? Man, I can get the bubble in the circle. See? Anyway, here they come around. Sobiak's doing Sobiak stuff, winning. Not much going on. Of course, it is just a two-car class. Can't expect that much action. Sobiak winning once more.
Again, a big thank you to our sponsors, Racing Strand, Noran Racing, Fat Captain Motors.
And here we go. Sobiak creating a nice gap between him and Tribble.
Also, please up for your cars, go down to Jim Strand and contact us.
There we go. Sobiak leads another lap. And here they come, going around the boot. Sobiak with that huge gap, honestly, ahead of Jason Preble. I think Sobiak might be able to win the 6th race. That would mean he has won all of them, unless something unforeseen happens, like him spinning out. Not much to say about this one. I feel like Sobiak just has it in the bag like he did with all of the other races. Great driver in Nick Sobiak. I've said this so many times because in all honesty, with two cars you run out of things to say quickly. But,
around here in the water.
he won championship 2 years ago, and I believe was second last year. So congrats, late congrats. This year he moved up to junior, to Animal Junior, I think. So I don't know why he's racing Animal Sportsman in this. Anyway, Sobiak comes around with almost a full straightaway of gap between him and the Preble. Nothing really happening here.
A big shout out to the corner workers.
Sobiak so far ahead of Preble. I was gonna say plebe. So, not ancient Greece. This isn't ancient Greece. Right? No, that was plebs. Anyway, back to the race. Sobiak just so far ahead of the other one, Preble. See, I remember in the end. Sobiak leads another lap. I believe you'll get 2 to go in his second year. Soviak coming around the hairpin, doing his line extremely well, shaving off those milliseconds, or tenths, that's what I meant, shaving off the tenths of a second. Doing really well through the boot, his line solid. And here he comes. Once more. I believe this is now 2 to go. I hope. Yep. This is the second 2 to go lap. So here we go. Soviak just so far. It'll be hard for Preble to overcome. And I think Soviak has won this final race, which would mean he has won every single race in this series. And here he comes, no surprise here. That's the white, never mind. And there he goes, Soviak with that huge gap. Looks like he'll win it. Here it comes. Really no surprise with this result here. No surprise here. Nick just, I don't know, it looked like he was dominating from the very start. So that is it for our for our animal sportsman. I will see you all next time.